we set up Fresh West Design about 4 years ago.
Yeah,
4 years ago, and both studied fine art. Both sort of found ourselves back in Pembrokeshire, and we were both sort of making furniture independently, but both had quite similar ideas, and sort of decided that it was a bit silly working independently from each other. Yeah, decided to pool our resources and ideas and just start working together.
I suppose we've both got woodworking skills, and it's
I
suppose our background has been quite practical, as well as both of us studying sort of fine art. So we're as much about making stuff as designing stuff, and we think that's really important in the process. That's why we've got a woodworking studio downstairs.
We don't really sort of express our ideas in any sort of computer programs particularly. I don't know, we don't even do that much drawing. It's generally sort of one-to-one scale sort of models, if you like, just literally playing around directly with the material. Yeah, if the idea is related to, works well in wood, then that's what it's done in. And that, we did our first show sort of 3 years ago in London, and from that we got press, and then it's sort of just a snowball really, that you sort of once you're in it and you're on it, and as long as you keep coming up with some interesting stuff, people then start to sort of look out for you and sort of contact you, or what are you doing for next year, or what are you going to be doing this year's show, and it sort of keeps going by itself slightly. It's quite interesting how that sort of works. Where it's going, I don't know. We're sort of going sort of slightly more and more back to our roots in a way, where we're starting to get sort of interested in doing sort of more art projects and sort of limited edition sort of stuff, which we really enjoy, because it's that sort of.
I suppose we don't want to be limited by functionality.
There's not particularly one who's sort of like the business and the designer. Neither is probably particularly businessy. But I think what works is that we just the communication, and sort of like not holding. One of us will have an idea, and then we talk about it a lot, and we just bounce those ideas back off each other a lot.
It's good to kind of keep on track sometimes. Sometimes you sort of think of an idea and then tell the other one, and it's just like, hang on a minute, no, that's for some reason, it's good to sort of focus.
I think you can really work through ideas well if there's sort of two, if you're working by yourself. I think there's sort of, you get stuck sometimes about, is this good or not, or where should you take it, or is, conceptually, is it working on sort of each level? And that's where we work well together, I think we're good at.
We're good at breaking things down. So, yeah,
breaking an idea down and working out what aspects of it are working and what aspects aren't. When we first set out, one of the most important things was always that we're doing this for the enjoyment of it, not to make loads of money. That's why we're doing it. And if we can manage to make a living from doing what we enjoy, then that'll be amazing. It's not form that sort of excites us particularly. It's an idea. And being able to sort of realise that idea.